Love is in the air tonight at Hitachi Energy Arena, and after the Blue Ridge Bobcats tied a franchise record for single-game goals with a baker's dozen of 12 last night, they're hoping Cupid strikes them with another double-digit output this evening. Meanwhile, the Watertown Wolves have no love lost on their end of things, and they're looking to exact revenge after an 8-goal defeat last night. Should be a fun one tonight on Valentine's night. Grab your sweetheart, pucker up. Hockey next. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you inside Hitachi Energy Arena. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours, wherever you and your sweetheart or sweetheart of choice. For those of you who are single, unlike me, sorry, humble brag. I get married in October. Shout out to my Valentine, Kieran Byerly, who's stuck at work, unfortunately. But I'm sure she's got the game on in one of her AirPods. Hopefully she can at least hear the customers she's trying to serve. Anyways, on to our regularly scheduled discussion, which is this hockey game that'll take place before us tonight. As you might get tell on our scorebug, Valentine's-themed colors for Valentine's-themed jerseys for the Bobcats tonight. And they do look as lovely as they do in the pictures if you saw them on social media. Let's take a look at the Empire Division standings. After the 12-4 trouncing last night by the Bobcats, a couple of other surprising results last night. Indiana picked up a shootout win over Danbury, so that gives Indiana a couple of points. And as a result, now draws Watertown and Danbury ever closer. It's a 3-point difference now between Danbury and Watertown, and a bit of a gap from the Bobcats back to Danbury. A 13-point advantage for that fourth and final playoff spot. Bobcats still 5 back of Topeka, but something to keep an eye on. Topeka idle tonight, but they'll play first place Monroe tomorrow. Port Huron trying to find a way to get some points tonight. Imperative that they at least get 2. Port Huron has the tiebreaker over Topeka if Topeka were to upset Monroe tomorrow afternoon. But Port Huron's got to find a way to get some points, because if they don't tonight and Topeka wins tomorrow, for the first time since late October, there will be a new team in second place in the Empire Division. So keep an eye on that as tonight and tomorrow afternoon unfold. Let's take a look now at the With Home Services starting lineup. Anthony Schrumm's going to get a rest tonight. Greg Hussey makes his second start back in and on the Bobcats roster. His one start, 1-0-0, a 2.00 even goals against average, and a .956 save percentage. The rest of the With Home Services starting lineup, it's the line that picked up a bushel of points last night. Kozyrev, Stuckless, and Mercurio up front. Zach Ross and Dennis Rodchenko on the back end in front of Greg Hussey. For Watertown this evening, they will go with Matt Lenz, who came in relief of a battered Brendan Colgan last night. Adam Zimmerman and Ian McDonald on the back end. Dustin Henning, Chris Corgan, and Quinn Chivers will start up front for the Watertown Wolves. Now, it might take us just a moment to recap for you everyone who scored for the Bobcats last night. Nick Stuckless had not only a hat trick, but a Gordie Howe hat trick. 3 goals, 2 assists. Kozirev, 2 goals, 2 assists. Mercurio, 4 points. Daly, 3 points. Martin had 2 points. Gesso had 2 points. Redchenko, 2 assists. Ross, a goal and an assist. So 2 defensemen with 2 points. Gallagher had 3 assists. Anyone and everyone was point night. And then some. Nick McHugh, by the way, in the midst of everything, this got lost in the shuffle. McHugh picked up 3 assists last night in just his second game back with the club. So that's better than a point per game average now. And Timothy St. Pierre and Dmitry Petrizov picked up both their first Bobcat goals and first North American professional goals. So they had multi-point nights as well, as they also picked up an assist each to their name. So over half the roster last night had at least 1 point. A quarter of the roster had 2 or more in a 12-4 final. Needless to say, Watertown wants to forget that. So look for them to get off to a quick, fast start tonight. Bobcats are going to have to be ready, as we saw how Marquise Grant-Mentis in Watertown started things last night. We'll send it down to Mike Atwell for our pregame introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roar County. Crowd participation is required at all times. All patrons must roar at maximum decibel level. Roar test in 3, 2, 1. Please maintain maximum decibel level for duration of game. Thank you.
And with that, we're ready to go for the fifth and final meeting of the regular season between the Blue Ridge Bobcats and the Watertown Wolves. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Our technical crew tonight, Kelsey Martians, our camera operator. Kane Akers and Allison Eads are our technical directing duo. James Trent and Sam Baber are picking up some footage from ice level for you. Lindsay operating our social media channels tonight throughout the contest. Mercurio is going to take the opening draw. Opposite Corgan. Away we go on Valentine's night 2026. Bobcats sporting the specialty Valentine's themed jerseys this evening. Zimmerman rims it around, picked off by Mercurio. Trying to drop it for Kozyrev, could not. Had a stick tied up there along the near side. Tries to center it for Kozyrev, broken up and cleared out by Dustin Henning. That'll go to length and be icing. And we get our first whistle just 23 seconds into the contest. 19:37 remains in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Watertown scored the first goal of the game last night just over a minute in. Off the stick of Marquise Grant Mentis. Here's Daly to take the draw as the Bobcats get fresh bodies off the icing. Podrazov drops it back to St. Pierre, who sent it down the wall. Podrazov to it. To the point, St. Pierre. His shot deflected just wide by McHugh. Bacon holds the line, rims it low below the goal line. McHugh takes the hit to make the play. Puck pinballs loose. Daly, McHugh to the point. Bacon. He'll let it go. Sticked away by Lenz. Now Henning hemmed in. Able to chip it to center, and Quinn Chevers will dump it in on goal. And finally, Watertown can get a change in. Stretched ahead by Radchenko. McHugh could not settle it down, now does. Backhands it for St. Pierre. In front of the Watertown bench, moved ahead to Philippov. His shot is gloved by Greg Hussey, and no further play. Now a chance for Gallagher, waffle boarded away by Lenz as the Bobcats quickly broke out. Gallagher, another shot, missed just wide. As the line of Martin and Gesso go to work, Lenz, look out. Had to squeeze that one as it almost leaked right through the pads. "90 seconds off the clock in this Aschenbach Ford first period. Shots are now 3-1 in favor of the Bobcats. Henning down low. Gallagher trying to center it. Picked off by Grant Mentis. Grant Mentis sends it behind the net. Henning has his pocket picked by Martin. Now down low for Gallagher. He's tied up by Trevor Newman. Gallagher back to it. Martin settles. Pass is deflected. McDonald rims it around to the near side. Darian Bencic flicks it to center. Grant Mentis trying to dig it away from Erickson. Could not. Gesso taps it on to center. Bencic trying to pitchfork it forward to Grant Mentis. That didn't work. Andrioli up the wall. Picked off by Grant Mentis. Overskated the puck though. He'll move back into his own end with it here. And maneuver it over to McDonald. McDonald for Zimmerman. Zimmerman sachets his way around a couple of Bobcat defenders. Drop past Newman. He'll shoot. Missed while wide. Held in at the point. Eklund shoots. That's blocked in front. Stuckless corrals it and moves it ahead for Kozyrev. Kozyrev across the line. He'll get set up. Into the slot he goes. Drops it back. Radchenko let it go just wide. Might have hit a body in front as Stuckless and Eklund going at it. Here's Ryder. He'll rim it low. Looking for Quinn Chevers. He'll get to it in the far corner. Chevers shouldered by Ross. Mercurio behind the net. Rodchenko pins up Ryder. Ryder tried to center it. Rodchenko ripped it away from him. And now sends it behind the net for Ross. On to Stuckless. Off the glass and out. Kozyrev settles at center. Banks it on to Mercurio. Mercurio couldn't quite settle the puck down. Had Ross pinching in. This one's high flipped out to center. Rodchenko had trouble with it. Filipov misses well wide. Here's McHugh. He'll chip it to center. Podrazov a poke at it. Filipov able to get it to Klink, who shoots. That's off the stick of Hussey and behind the net. Klink shoots it off the back of the cage. Klink to Cole Willett at the point. Back down the wall for Klink. He'll tap it around to the far side. Podrazov, he can't get it out. Centering pass, nobody home. And Willett will have to drop back into his own end to pick this one up. Klink taps it. Not into the zone. Picked off by Podrazov. Bacon goes rink wide. Podrazov brings it in across the line. Dropped it to Daly. Back to Podrazov. Banked it below the goal line. Podrazov banked back to the point for Bacon. Bacon shoots, deflected by McHugh and gloved by Lenz. .45 to go in our Aschenbach Ford first period. Shots are 5-1 Bobcats. Watertown wins a defensive zone draw. McDonald around for Zimmerman and cleared out. This should be icing. And it will be, as Erickson wins the foot race against Bencic. And we'll get another offensive zone draw. 15:35 to go in the first. Very good crowd on hand here tonight. A lot of people taking advantage of that 2 for $30 lovers pack here on this Valentine's night. Grant Mentis over to Bencic. He overskated it. Martin backhands to center. McDonald, Zimmerman on to Grant Mentis. He'll tap it into the zone. Around the net, down to the near side it goes. Erickson lost the handle on it. Bencic, Grant Mentis looking in front. Pass was blocked. Trevor Newman got it free. Chipped up the wall by Erickson. Picked back up by Grant Mentis, and he is cross-checked by Martin, and that's going to be a penalty. There's the touch by Gallagher, and Martin will go off for a cross-check, and the Bobcats will go to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill when we come back. 14:58 to go in the first, scoreless.
Hard work, long roads, and getting the job done no matter the distance. That's Bottomley Enterprises. Based in Mount Airy, North Carolina, Bottomley Enterprises delivers local, regional, and team expedited long-haul over-the-road transportation services you can count on mile after mile. And if you're looking for a career that goes the distance, Bottomley Enterprises is hiring. Full-time and part-time driving positions available with weekly pay, dependable home time, 24/7 dispatch support, and 100% no-touch freight. New to the road, training is available. CDL students and recent driving graduates are welcome because everyone deserves a strong start and a solid team behind them. Learn more at bottomleyenterprises.com. Call 336-673-3058 or visit them at 452 Oak Grove Church Road in Mount Airy. Bottomley Enterprises, driven to deliver and proud supporters of your Blue Ridge Bobcats.
At Bottomley Evergreens and Farms, quality isn't optional, it's tradition. From premium evergreens to trusted farm services, we deliver the highest quality and service to our customers every time. We're also buying land and looking to lease farmland now. Visit us at 2598 Walden Furnace Road in Max Meadows or call 276-233-5604. Bottomley Evergreens and Farms.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Shots are 5-3 Bobcats. But Danny Martin is in the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking at 5:02 of the Aschenbach Ford first period. So the Bobcats go to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Mercurio able to get control off the draw. Rodchenko rims it around. Stuckless takes a big hit from Filipov. Watertown holds the line. Klink, backdoor for Filippov, couldn't handle that one. Little too much mustard on it. Chernuk goes point to point. Mishkin below the goal line. Klink, Mishkin, Chernuk dusts it off. Back to Mishkin. Now Klink trying to get that backdoor seam pass. Here it is for Klink. Klink lets it go. Nicely blocked by Mercurio. Now sent below the goal line. Mishkin back to Klink. Klink along the wing. One-timer Chernuk missed wide. Mishkin shot the rebound off the side of the cage. Now battle for it down below the goal line in front of the Zamboni doors. And it's finally pitchforked out of there by Mishkin. One-timer Klink, he scores. Little too much time and space on the man advantage. And for the second time tonight, second night in a row, Watertown scores first, and the goal for Klink is 26th of the season, as that one's deflected away. Watertown power play that went 0 for last night, 1 for 1 now tonight. Trevor Newman hits the deck. Bacon able to get it away from him. McHugh over to Daly. Now Petrezov. Demid Petrezov. And shoots. Chested by Lenz. And no further play. 13 and a half to go. Watertown power play that came into the game at 18%. Bobcats penalty kill that gained a percentage point last night, holding Watertown over. That came in at 79, but that'll drop back now. Bobcats won the ozone draw, but picked up by an alert Adam Zimmerman and now dumped in on goal. Greg Hussey's not going to take any chances. He'll just hang on to it in the webbing of his catching glove and get us another whistle with 13:23 left in the Aschenbach Ford first period. Bobcats win the defensive zone draw. Moved ahead Andrioli, Gallagher, Martin. Speeds through center. Dropped over to Gesso. Gesso could not drag the puck back to his forehand. Zimmerman had his pocket picked by Gesso. They'll battle for it below the goal line. And now feathered into the middle for Klink. On to Filippov. Filippov backhanded over. Klink's got it. Waiting. Still with it. And now sends it off the side of the cage. Trying to bank it in off the back of Hussey. Moved to center. Gesso couldn't get it away from Chernuk. Now back ahead to Klink. Centered for Filippov. Broken up by the stick of Erickson. Andrioli up the wall. Picked off by Klink. He's boarded up by Erickson. Filippov. Backhand pass. Corgan. Broken up. Martin had his pocket nearly picked from behind, but able to clear it to center. Eklund on for Corgan. Too far. Now Andrioli goes D to D. Erickson. Remember, no Philip Levak and no Brandon Reller tonight, both with upper body injuries. Oh, big hit. Andrioli. And now Quinn Chevers wants him to hear about it. Andrioli more than happy to answer the bell. Here we go. They're going to go to center. Pull the sleeves up. Center ice main card bout on Valentine's night. They're not going to love each other after this. Andrioli with the grab. Chevers a right, two rights. Andrioli trying to get that left free. Chevers has him hogtied. Andrioli still trying to get loose here. Chevers has him in the old headlock. And down they go. Good bout for this big Saturday night crowd. 12:09 to go in the Aschenbach Ford first period. Teammates coming over to check on Andreoli, as was the linesman there. So 5 for fighting on both. They'll sit and think about it. Benchich off the draw. Hits the deck. We play on. Ross. Stick handles his way around a couple of forechecking Wolves. Stuckless banks it ahead. Ross walks into the zone. Shoots it. Chested by Lenz. And he'll hang on to that. With now under 12 minutes to go. Shots now 6-4 in favor of the Bobcats. Watertown still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Mercurio to take the draw here. Heads below the goal line. McDonald around for Henning. Banks it ahead. Stuckless got a stick to it, but it deflects to center. Dropped back by Mercurio for Ross. Went underneath his stick. Benchich centers. Grant Mentis got it loose for a moment. Broken up by Ross and skated ahead. 4-on-2, 4-on-3 if they hurry. Mercurio. Kozirev shut down by the pad of Lenz and swept out to center. Bacon back in the defensive zone to pick it up. Bacon banked on for Daly. Daly had his pass deflected with Podrazov lurking towards the slot area. Stephen Klink dropped it back to McDonald. McDonald on for Klink. He'll get it to center. Mishkin between his legs for Filipov. Back to Mishkin. Mishkin run into by Daly from behind. Nicely done. Now Daly's got it. Headmans it. And off the skates of Mishkin at center. And now intercepted by Zimmerman. Big hit by Daly. Could see him load up for that one. Mishkin down the wall. St. Pierre a good pin up. And Daly pitchforks it out of there. Trying to work it away from Mishkin. Cannot. Mishkin from a knee. Send it through the blue paint wide. Chernook on the pinch to keep it alive. Bacon around the wall. Mishkin intercepts. Mishkin for Chernook. Chernook drops it. Zimmerman. His shot's blocked by McHugh, but chopped at to keep it in the zone. St. Pierre battling with Klink. He'll keep it alive. Filipov and Bacon going at it. And now Daly sends it ahead and out to center. St. Pierre here, 1-on-2. St. Pierre shoots off the mask of Lenz, and it stays out. Gallagher picks it up at center. Rodchenko. Watched by Corgan. Here comes Dennis. He'll backhand it into the zone and chase after it. Sends Eklund right down. Trying to center it. Broken up by Willett. Willett to center. Gallagher will chase back for it in his own end. Halfway through the first. Up the wall. Gesso gets it back from Rodchenko. Gesso into the zone. Snipes it in. Off the back glass. Willett gets to it. Over to DeBari. Held in for the moment. Rodchenko couldn't find anybody on the far side. And now Eklund on to Corgan. And Corgan will get things set up here. Dangles around Martin. Corgan dumps it in. To the side of the net it goes. Sticked away by Hussey and left for Rodchenko. They'll now leave it for Erickson. He'll get set up behind the cage. Wait on the forwards to change off as he's watched by Trevor Newman. And change completed. Here we go. Erickson on to Mercurio. And couldn't get around Benchich. Recovers the puck. Or so we thought. Grant Mentis now has it. Trying to center. Picked off by Rodchenko. Rimmed up and off the glass. And tapped out. Nope, still in. McDonald was able to hold the line. Benchich works it loose. And now Mercurio hops to it. Again, could not get around Benchich, but fortunately the puck popped out of the zone and was brought back across the line by Benchich. So we get a whistle for offside and a timeout. Watertown still leads over halfway through the first.
The difference between a life being saved and a life not being saved is somebody having the confidence to do CPR.
What do you see? I see a delicious-looking bottle of beer dripping with beauty from head to toe. She's just missing a lime. Not your ordinary lime. A lime that's pre-packaged, non-exposed to the germs most commonly found in your local exotic bars. How about we take it a step further? This pre-packaged vegan gummy is infused with real juice, electrolytes, vitamins, and is cheaper than your store-bought limes, but tastes better. A beauty she is. Fruit droppers. Keep your fingers off my fruit. Available in all fruit flavors.
The all-new Blue Line Bar and Spirits, located at concession number 4 inside the Hitachi Energy Arena. Check out our brand new lineup featuring ice-cold draft beer. This month's taps include Natural Light and Seven Sisters IPA. We're also serving up a fresh selection of RTD alcoholic drinks, including screwdrivers, margaritas, Jack and Cola.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 8:29 to go. The Intermission forward first period. Bobcats still trying to find the equalizer. Stephen Klink's power play goal. As Watertown ahead 1-0. Grant Mentis walks in and shoots. That's off the pad of Hussey. Zach Ross hoisted ahead. Looked like it was high sticked by a Watertown Wolf, but we're going to play on. Stuckless overskates a pinballing puck. Drops it back to Ross. Ross into the zone with it. Ross forced wide by Henning. Sends it behind the net. Kozirev forces a turnover. Drags it. Waits. Drops it. Stuckless. Oh, chested down in front. Lenz somehow through the bus depot in front of him was able to see that and get a piece of it. Bank pass missed its center there. Kozirev will drop it back now for Stuckless. He'll send it over to Bacon. And Kozirev and Grant Mentis have dropped the mitts. Grant Mentis is pummeling him. Kozirev trying to get free here, and the linesmen are going to step in. Kozirev's not happy. I think Kozirev's trying to say he shouldn't be getting a fighting major. We can hear him all the way up here. He's barking at the other end of the box at Grant Mentis. Now that was what started that was a bit behind the play. As where our eyes were, we didn't pick it up until the gloves were already down. So not quite sure what caused that. But our officiating crew is going to try and sort this out. Again, difficult to tell exactly what happened, exactly what started that. But it did not appear to us that Kozirev dropped his gloves, and it did not appear that he was a willing combatant. When I said trying to get free, that was more of Kozyrev's just trying to get out of the situation. He did not appear to us to be attempting to defend himself in a fighting manner, but rather just trying to get out of it. So Kozyrev's got 2 for slashing. So Grant Mentis gets a fighting major. Kozyrev gets a slashing minor. So that's probably the right call, because Kozyrov was not a willing combatant, so he never dropped his gloves, so he won't get a fighting major. That's correct. The slashing penalty by Kozyrov, who knows? It may have started that whole mess. Yeah, we don't know. We didn't see anything until neither on our camera where all our eyes were. So we're going to play 4-on-4. And a good save there by Hussey, as Stephen Klink went right towards the net. Or I should say Igor Filipov went right towards the net. We're going to be 4-on-4. Here was 7.5 to go. In the first, St. Pierre, Gesso. Bobcats had a 4-on-4 goal last night. Chernuk on to Mishkin. He's run into by Gesso. Gallagher pokes it away at center. Chernuk on to Filipov. Oh, big time collision between he and Gesso. Oh, what a play by Gallagher. Here he comes. Oh, deflected wide. Not sure if Len's got a piece of it or not. But here's Gallagher with it once again. Leaves it for Gesso. Gesso into the slot with it. Lost the handle. Gallagher has it down low. He couldn't get free. Got it back. Sends it in front. St. Pierre trying to get to it. St. Pierre tripped up. Back to his feet. Leaves it for Gallagher. Back down low. Gesso. Score! Backhand sauce time, and this game is tied. What a setup by Gallagher. What a shift by Gallagher and Gesso. Just relentless on the forecheck, and Gallagher with a beautiful R1 sauce pass on the back door and a tap in by Gesso. His 18th of the season. Ties us up at what? Still time left here, 4-on-4. Radchenko with space to work with. He'll walk on in. Power around Zimmerman, gets held up here. Goes behind the net with it. Radchenko still with it. Hits the deck. I think he got tripped up by the net. McHugh now for Ross. Ross powers towards the slot. He's knocked off it and lost his twig, and there's a penalty. Backside official makes the call. It's on Zimmerman for slashing. So a 4-on-3 power play now for the Bobcats. A 4-on-3 Hitachi Energy power play. Bobcats get control here after Watertown clears on the initial draw. Mercurio gets a pick from St. Pierre. Here's Mercurio speeding on into the zone. Sets up outside the faceoff dot. Center to St. Pierre. Let it go. Deflected high by Martin. Stuckless to it. And now it's a 5-on-3. Centered. St. Pierre blocked away. 5-on-3 for a $125. Mercurio. Down low. Kozirev. Plenty of two-man advantage time to work with. Drop to St. Pierre. Martin. Dusted off. Below the goal line, Mercurio. Going for the seam pass. Kozirev settles it along the far wall. Into the middle, Mercurio. Over for St. Pierre. Stuckless. Wide. Off the back glass. And St. Pierre races over to hold it in. Mercurio. Martin! Shut down by Lenz. And we get a whistle and a timeout. 4:55 to go in the Aschenbach Ford first period. Tied at 1. 50 seconds of 5-on-3 to go.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the Cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Brett Wiseman alongside you. 4:55 to go in the first and 50 seconds of 5-on-3 remaining here. And we get a whistle off the draw. I'm going to add a second to the clock here. Hang on. There we go. And face-offs won by the Bobcats, but 1-2 cleanly. Back out to center, Gesso. Speeds back ahead with it, still 5-on-3. Gesso slams on the brakes to the point, Redchenko. Redchenko dusts it off. Still looking for somewhere to go with it now, McHugh. McHugh drops it off to Gesso. Gesso, McHugh, waiting. Back to Gesso! Blocked in front. Redchenko to it, 20 seconds. Gesso lets it go again, deflected high. Redchenko back to it once more. 15 seconds. Lets it go, that's blocked. Gesso races to it to hold it in. 10 seconds of 5-on-3. Gesso crossing paths. Dragging, shooting, missed high off the back glass. Daly almost had it. And now Watertown able to clear it. Zimmerman free. A minute 20 still left here of 5-on-4. Redchenko around Bencic, on to Gesso, rink wide Martin, he'll settle the puck down, center at Mercurio, toe drags it, outside the circle, to the point St. Pierre, now Kozirev, back to St. Pierre, sends it in front, deflected wide by Stuckless, Kozirev back to it, right point St. Pierre, left point Mercurio, toe drags it again, had it poked away, and out to center it goes. 40 seconds of 5-on-4. Kozirev speeds his way into the zone. Around a defender, centered it. Broken up, picked up at the point. St. Pierre to the right, Mercurio. Mercurio, seam pass, Kozirev. Digs it out of his skates. St. Pierre back to Kozirev. Centers it, Martin. Back pass, Mercurio. 20 seconds. Mercurio. Below the goal line, Kozirev in front. Martin shot it just wide. 10 seconds. Mercurio, Martin, St. Pierre. One-timer off the side of the cage by Stuckless. Kozirev back to it. 2-1. Mercurio backhands it in front. It's broken up, and now Grant Mentis out of the box. Broken up by St. Pierre. It's going to be a penalty, but that's one that you're willing to live with. It's a solo break for Grant Mentis out of the box. St. Pierre just doing everything he could to try and break that up. And that's one you're willing to take, a holding minor that probably stopped, if not a goal, a very, very good scoring opportunity. Bobcats have it, shorthanded. Daly, oh, good hit there. Forced the puck free, shorthanded. Here's McHugh, toe drag, couldn't get the shot away. Out the center, Filipov for Mishkin. Mishkin, watched by Erickson, thrown down by McHugh and cleared by Mishkin. Or I should say by Daly. Now Konstantin Chernuk, 2 minutes to go in the first. Minute 25 to go on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Stephen Klink has the power play goal tonight. Nice poke check there by Ross. Backhanded out by Gallagher. Lenz is out of his net to play it here. Lenz away from Martin. Willett. Bencic. Second unit out for Watertown. Bencic couldn't get it around Radchenko, who clears to center. Henning picks it up at the red line. Trying to chip it around Ross. That didn't work. Ross pokes it behind the net. Martin takes care of that. Lenz with under a minute to go here on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Willett for Grant Mentis, weaving through center into the zone. Shoots it high off the back glass. Newman whacked at by Erickson and slap cleared by Mercurio. Final minute of the first. Willett drops it for Ryder. Ryder. Henning. Sent it rink wide. Goal sticked away by Hussey. Here's McHugh. He will speed up the near wing. McHugh. He's in! Oh, shut down by Lenz with the glove, and he'll hang on to it. And then a little cross-check there on Grant Mentis on his way back to the bench. Now Quinn Chevers wants to have a word about that. A meeting of the minds in front of the benches.
Jersey Rattler, number 19, Philip Hubbard's jersey, Valentine.
36.1 to go here in the first. Cooler heads prevail from that. Martin is kept alive in the zone. Shot off the chest of Lenz. Gallagher couldn't settle the rebound down. Oh my, that escalated quickly. Corgan at center. He'll flip it into the zone. 20 seconds. Bacon and Chevers collide. Bacon to it. On to Martin. Stretched on. Jessa. Oh, couldn't settle the puck down. Dumped back in by Corgan with 8 seconds. Hussey settles. Bacon clears to center with 3, with 2, and 1. That'll do it for period 1, which we end tied at 1. Both teams scoring on special teams in that first period. Stephen Klink on the power play for Watertown. And Dustin Gesso 4-on-4. And we'll keep it here for our first intermission entertainment. Well, that was a really 2 great chances created shorthanded, by the way, by Nick McHugh on that latest R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. So keep an eye for both he and Daly to be aggressive on the PK, as they certainly showed it right there. Far less scoring than there was in the first period last night, and far less shots. They are 15-9 in favor. Of the Bobcats. Oh, it's time for musical chairs. This one's always fun. This one's always entertaining. And this one, appropriate for Valentine's night, because sometimes it gets a little testy. And there is no love lost sometimes in this game. There could be some hands and hearts thrown at one another. Nope, other way, guys. Okay. Mike, do your thing. Ooh, good pick. For copyright reasons, I can't say what song. Up. Whoa, that was one of the easiest ones I've ever seen as far as the first round is concerned. I think I found, that was close. What we got? Take a chair out. Oh, I don't know. I thought Black Hoodie might have been out on that one. See what Ryan Ellis can do here. Defenseman of the Nashville Predators. Oops, I jinxed Ryan Ellis. Well, much like the Predators on the ice, she missed. As a Blues fan, I'm allowed to chirp the Predators. But my team is not much better. Actually, they're worse. But we're not going to talk about that, are we? Uh-oh, we got a winner. Almost. And then there were 2, kind of. For all the marbles. Whoa, that was a good flinch. Be interesting to see where he's. Oh, you can't just fumble recover the thing. Come on. There we go. There's the tussle. I think there's a violation. That was a cheap move. You can't just fumble recover the thing. He hopped on top of it and hugged it like it was his significant other. We probably should have told Black Hoodie and the chair to get a room, because that got a little too Valentine-y towards the end of that sequence. Anyways, with that in the books and the first period in the books, we'll take a break. 1-1 our score after 1. Bobcats and Wolves tied up. We'll take a break. When we come back after hearing from our great sponsors here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. We'll check scores around the FPHL, as well as update you on what happened on the penultimate day of round-robin preliminary play at the Olympics, and get you set for a With Home Services second period. 1-1 after 1. We're back shortly.
We make it easy at Ashtonbeck Ford and Ashtonbeck Chevrolet GMC right here in Wytheville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Ashtonbeck Ford and Ashtonbeck Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Solmic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Solmic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Solmic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, Camret is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. Camret Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Wytheville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time, because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-227-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Whitville, Virginia, Turning Heads Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do. But Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawnCare.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
We make it easy at Ashtonback Ford and Ashtonback Chevrolet GMC.
Welcome back inside Hitachi Energy Arena, getting you set for a With Home Services second period. Quickly, let's check scores around the FPHL on this Valentine's night. Look out, Port Huron. Remember their impotence on getting points tonight. Emphasis on getting points tonight. They're on their way to it, a 3-2 second period lead on Binghamton. Binghamton also clinched a postseason berth with their win last night. Athens and Monroe scoreless. PD and Twin City, a 1-goal game in the second. PD up 2-1. Danbury up 2-0 in period 2, and Columbus up 3-1 in period 2. Take a look at where things stand after the penultimate day of preliminary play at the 2026 Winter Olympics. NHL players back at the Olympics. Team USA trailed 2-1 after one period against Denmark, who only has 6 NHLers on their roster. Team USA stormed back in the final 40 minutes and was able to pull out a 6-3 victory. The finale of round-robin preliminary play for Team USA tomorrow afternoon against Germany, and that'll be a test. Remember, Germany headlined by Leon Draisaitl and Tim Stützle. Slovakia, they may have lost, but they clinched first in Group B thanks to a goal differential tiebreaker. The St. Louis Blues' Dalibor Dvorsky scored with 38 seconds left to cut Sweden's lead to 2 and give them the goal differential tiebreaker. Here's Podrazov dangling around the defender. He'll dump it in. McHugh. Now Daly. A different line to start the second here. Good hit there. And a shot by St. Pierre sticked away. Stays in play. McHugh shot it wide. St. Pierre has it on the pinch. Dangles around Zimmerman. Centers it for McHugh. Broken up. Bacon back to it. He'll shoot. That's deflected wide. Rebound by Daly off the glove of Lenz. Flipped ahead. Still not out. Bacon holds again. Good hit by Daly. Bacon shoots it. Deflected wide. Daly battling with Zimmerman. Good shift to open the second. Bacon again holds and shoots and sticked away. Jesso hops on. Michigan able to swing it over to Klink. And he will finally be able to clear the zone. Tapped away by St. Pierre and dumped in by Bencic. Watertown can complete their line change. Bobcats will try and catch him in the midst of it. Jesso back for Erickson. Feathered on to Gallagher. Tapped it over the line, but broken up. Snapped in by Bencic. Grant Mentis. Shot by McDonald misses wide. Henning had the rebound chance. That was blockered away by Hussey. Jesso was away for a stretch pass, but it was broken up. Stays in the zone. Bencic shot blocked. Gallagher to it. Trying to clear it. Tied up. Worked free by Newman. Grant Mentis pass blocked by the skate of Erickson. Moved ahead by Gallagher for Jesso. Jesso into the zone. Drop past Martin. Martin looking. Back to Gallagher. Down the near wing. Cycles it for Jesso. Jesso walks in. Wraps back of the goal. It shoots it wide. Back to Ross. He'll shoot. That's deflected in front. It's loose. Picked up by Martin. Never got on goal. Martin drags it out top. Lets it rip just wide. Now Bencic hops to it. Stretched on to Grant Mentis behind him. Zach Ross picks it back up. Ross dragging, shooting, shouldered away by Lenz. Stays in play. Jesso. Stick handles his way in front. Poked away by Chevers. Now Chevers the other way. Shouldered by Ross. He'll rim it low. Now Brad Ryder. Tied up along the far wall. Ryder back to it. Pocket picked by Radchenko. Now Ferosith over to Kozirip. Kozirip into the zone. Ferosith one-timed it off the blocker of Lenz. Loose side of the cage. Rep special. Ferosith had it blocked. St. Pierre couldn't quite hold the line. Ferosith, the 10th forward tonight. Again, no Brandon Reller, no Philip Levac due to upper body injuries for both. Kozirip. Down low, Ferosith. Wraps. Oh, Lenz got over once again. Second time in as many shifts as Ferosith had tried that wraparound. And both times it nearly worked. Trying to do his best Matt Boldy impression. Cleared out to center by Watertown off the draw. And a whistle as the puck deflects up and out of play. 16:28 to go here in this With Home Services second period. Shots are 21-10 now in favor of the Bobcats. Had 6 so far in the first 3:32 of the second. And just 1 for Watertown. Podrazov takes a good hip check there from Zimmerman. Withstands it. Michigan battling with Podrazov to the point Zimmerman. He shoots. That one's blocked by Bacon. Podrazov, McHugh trying to sit it on for Daly. Puck disagreed. Chernook on to Bencic. Tapped in from center. Won't go far enough for icing. Daly, or I should say Bacon, takes the hit to make the play. Now St. Pierre for Petrezov. Stretched on. Here's McHugh 1-on-2. McHugh trying to drop it. Guide Petrezov. Shoots it off the arm of Lenz. Great setup by McHugh. McHugh battling for it now in the far corner. Chopped it over to Petrezov. McHugh's got it. Score! How do you do, Q? Welcome back. 2-1. Nick McHugh, 3 assists last night. He was hunting for it, and he got it tonight. The man with the broken heart tattoo under his left eye breaks the heart of the Wolves and gives the Bobcats a Valentine's night lead. Jesso forks it over to an empty spot here. Chipped into the zone by Henning. Erickson. Over for Andrioli. Now knocked away. Bencic, a 2-on-1 here. Bencic shoots it. Hussey. Waffle boarded it into the netting, out of play. Just waved the blocker at it. With 15:20 to go. Here in our with home services second period. Shots now 23-10. Radchenko off the draw. Backhands it ahead. Martin speeds up the wing. Martin into the zone. He'll wait. He'll shoot. Stopped by Lenz. Newman intercepted. Gallagher. Jesso gloved by Lenz. Rebound was there for a moment, but cleaned up by Bencic. Over to Grant Mentis. Stepped up on by Ross. Now swept back by Jesso. That was dangerous. But Hussey alertly able to squeeze the pad. 2-on-2 as it goes off the skate of the linesman. Gallagher for Jesso. Jesso into the slot with it. Still looking. Here's Mercurio. That's blocked. Radchenko to it. Sharp angle shot wide. Ross, puck hopped over his twig just as he was about to hold it in. He'll dump it back in. Bobcats will complete the line change. It's over 5 minutes gone to the second. 2-1 Bobcats. Thanks to Nick McHugh. Willette. Hoisted ahead. Nice read there by Mercurio, but Corgan's going to win the foot race for icing and nullify it. Chase Dabari loses a mitt there as Mercurio's got it behind the net. He'll fork it over to Bacon. Rink wide looking for St. Pierre. Picked up by Dabari. He holds it in. Bacon intercepts in the near corner. Banks it ahead and stretched on looking for Stuckless. Couldn't find him. This will be icing on the Bobcats, but it will come ahead of a media timeout. 13:45 to go in the with home services second period. Welcome back, Nick McHugh. He has the Bobcats in front 2-1.
At Camret Logistics, services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, Camret is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. Camret Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing, where logistics never stands still.
Alpha Therapy. Maximize.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Bobcats lead at 2-1. 13:40 to go in the second. Hussey with a glove save there. And now moved over to Kozirit. Kozirit on in the middle for Stuckless. No battle with Zimmerman. Zimmerman and Stuckless collide. Stuckless hits the deck. Kozirit could not get it away. Klink at center. Gets it back from Filipov. Klink dragging, shooting. Misses high off the back glass. Filipov to the point for Zimmerman. He lost the handle on it. Stuckless on for St. Pierre. Had it poked away. Now Mercurio trying to step around Zimmerman. Could not. Zimmerman hoisted ahead. Bacon intercepts and trying to clear it. Sends it into the Watertown bench. And Cole Willett, Eklund, I believe, might be shaken up from that. Completely inadvertent there. Bacon just trying to clear the puck. Trying to send it either off the side glass there at the blue line or off the boards in front of the Watertown bench. And Josh Stevens has stepped over to have a look at Oslin Eklund. Hopefully he's all right. Here's Petrezov jetting up the wing. Down low, Ferosith tied up from behind. Couldn't get the shot away, and Lenz will hold on to it with the catching glove. 12:51 to go in our With Home Services second period. Daly to take the draw. Opposite Newman. Slight delay here. Face-off won by the Bobcats. Andrioli's shot deflected just wide. Grant Mentis chips it around Erickson into the zone. Daly back up the wall for Grant Mentis, or for Erickson, I should say. And now hoisted into the zone. Cleared back out by Watertown. Daly at center. Shoulders his way right around Grant Mentis. Here's Daly. He'll shoot it. Shouldered by Lenz. Ferosith couldn't quite get to the rebound. Grant Mentis gave it away. Ferosith near side. Sharp angle. Goal light came on, but that hit the crossbar and stayed out. Now that one deflected wide. That hit the crossbar and came straight out. Big collision at center. Now Henning backhands it over, patted away by Hussey. Ferosith to it, trying to stretch it on. Gesso with Martin. Gesso, toe drag. He's in. Backhander stopped by Lenz. It's in. Gesso jams in his own rebound and doubles the lead. What a play. Saw Martin kind of back off there on the left wing. Turned into a one-on-one. Gesso, great move to the backhand. Backhanded it on goal. Lenz made the first stop. And then jammed it in underneath his pads. And now the officials are having a discussion with Danny Martin. About what, I'm not sure. Something happened after the goal, or Watertown is actually going to challenge this, I believe. We'll wait for an announcement from Mike Atwell. So they're reviewing the Gesso goal here. I'm assuming challenging either to see for goaltend. Okay, so they are reviewing the shot by Ferosith. They're reviewing the shot by Ferocith that hit the crossbar to see if it maybe scooted under and caught a part of the net. So the ruling on that is you wait until the next stoppage to review that, and that's exactly what's happening. The current goal stands. Goal judge flicked the line on. It was tough to tell, but it looked like it went off the crossbar and came back out. But the officials are taking a good long look at this. It was close, I'll say that much. The shot by Ferocith, that is. Again, the goal by Gesso stands. They're looking at the potential goal by Ferocith on that shot that glanced off the crossbar on the sequence preceding Gesso's goal. So all we said was the goal stands. Gesso's goal still stands, I believe. From the announcement we got at the start of that, it was that Ferocith's goal was under review, but there isn't another goal on the board, so we're going to play on at 3-1 here. Okay. Oh, Andreoli, big-time reverse hit right there. Gallagher, Martin, what a move! Oh, stopped by Lenz. Desperation pillow stop. Rebound loose, chopped over by, one-timer by Gallagher, shut down. Rebound loose and held onto by Lenz as Gesso faces resistance. There's a shot right off the draw. They missed wide by Gallagher. And now hoisted ahead and out of danger by Watertown. Gallagher trying to stick handle around a defender. Nice play by Martin to knock that into midair. Gallagher shoots. Save made. Lenz. Rebound cleared out of danger for the moment by Chinook. Martin up the wall looking for Erickson. Cleared out inadvertently. Now Andreoli. Round for Erickson. Ahead to Martin. And on further. Intercepted by Ryder. Throws it back for Zimmerman. Zimmerman, watched by Stuckless, sends it over for Chinook. Chinook to center. Filipov touched on to Ryder. Ryder, drop pass. Corrigan shoots. Hussey makes the stop and hangs on to it. So we got some clarification on that review. It was on the Ferocith goal. And they did determine that Ferocith's shot went off the crossbar and out. Did not go in. So no goal for Ferocith, but again, the Gesso goal stands. That was Mike Atwell's announcement, was that the current goal stood, but Ferocith also stood as no goal. Kozirev offside as Redchenko was tied up with Stephen Klink. 10:41 to go. In our With Home Services second period. Watertown wins the draw in the neutral zone. Powered ahead here by Filippov. Shoots. Hussey able to make the stop. And he'll snow angel on top of it to get the whistle. You could tell he wasn't quite sure if he had all of it. Trying to squeeze it between the pillows. And just said, you know what? I'm going to play it safe and just backstroke it. St. Pierre off the D-zone face-off win over for Pedrezov. Pass blocked. Daly intercepted by Filippov for the moment now. Daly weaves his way through a couple of forechecking Wolves and moves ahead with it to center. Daly backhands it into the zone and chases after it. Eklund, good to see him out there after that, taking that puck inadvertently on the bench. Pedrezov battling with Klink. McHugh digs it away here. Dangles it low, centers it. Comes to St. Pierre. That pass was blocked by Michigan and goes into the netting out of play. Exactly halfway through this one. 10 minutes to go in the second. Shots are 32-16 in favor of the Bobcats. There's a shot by Pedrezov right off the draw. That's stopped by Lenz, and that'll send us to immediate timeout. 9:57 to go in the second, and a 2-goal lead for the Bobcats.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans? That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats!
I am Hitachi.
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation.
Second, Daly tied up on the ozone draw. McHugh digs it away. He's shouldered to the fence near side. Newman to center, picked off by Pedrezov. Back for St. Pierre, banked off the stanchion in front of the penalty boxes. And picked up by Chinook. Newman back for Zimmerman. Pass blocked by Daly. Now McHugh hops to it. McHugh, Daly looking, sweeps it over, looking for Bacon on the back door, but that was broken up. Stays in the zone for the moment. And cleared down by Watertown. Chinook hops to it, rims it up the wall. Grant Mentis, big hit by McHugh from behind. And now St. Pierre moving ahead with it. St. Pierre around one Watertown defender. Now McHugh dropped over Pedrezov. Shoots it, blocked in front, trickled just wide. Pedrezov sauced it back towards St. Pierre. St. Pierre battling. Good hit there. Battling for it once again. Up the wall, held in by Daly. Here's Pedrezov. Centers it, Daly. McHugh stopped by Lenz, and we get a whistle. What a crowd tonight. A nice one. A very, very nice one for Valentine's Day. 2,269 tonight's attendance at Hitachi Energy Arena. Got a penalty on Watertown here. Interference on Zimmerman. At 11:07 of the second. So the Bobcats go to the Hitachi Energy power play. Cleared out by Watertown. Here's Martin up the wing with it. Martin down low on the backhand, sends it over to Kozirev. Kozirev will get things set up. Sent in front off the pad of Lenz on that shot. Now Mercurio pokes it behind the net. Henning tied up by Stucklitz. And McDonald, though, able to find it and clear it. Hussey out of his net to play it here. They'll play it away from Ryder and around for St. Pierre. 50 seconds off the clock on the man advantage. St. Pierre. Drop for Mercurio. Here's Merck weaving his way through center into the zone outside the dot center. Then for Stuckless. Broken up. Picked up at the point. St. Pierre to the right. Kozirev couldn't quite handle that pinballing puck. Backhands it behind the net. Stuckless settles it. Banks it to the point. Mercurio. 45 seconds. Mercurio. St. Pierre. Shoots it, deflected by Stuckless and squeezed by Lenz. $7:34 to go in this with home services second period. 41 seconds left on this Hitachi Energy power play. Here's Redchenko, second unit out. Redchenko. McHugh walks into the circle center. Daly. Jesso blocked. Great setup though. Jesso back to it. To the point, Redchenko. Redchenko over McHugh. He's in. Shot it just high. Had room though. Stick side. Jesso keeps it alive. Backhands it down the wall. Looking for Gallagher. Chernook intercepts. Sends it up the wall. Held in for the moment by Jesso, but now cleared out. And that should do it for this latest Hitachi Energy power play. Zimmerman is free. Watertown back at full strength. Rodchenko dropped to Erickson, tapped on to McHugh. McHugh through center, weaving his way. Gallagher stays on side. McHugh powers down the wing with it. Rips it to the point, Rodchenko. He'll shoot, deflected wide. Looking for a tip from McHugh. Jesso now. Trying to stick handle his way through, knocked down big time. We play on. Here's Zimmerman. Zimmerman slams on the brakes. Now Klink. He's tied up by Erickson. Martin digs it out of there, but they're going to get Erickson on a hold. With 6:16 to go here in the second. Jesso's asking why there wasn't a penalty prior to on the hit on him. And they're going to get Erickson for the hold. So the Bobcats go to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Shots are 38-17 in favor of the Bobcats. Michigan down low. Bencic. Michigan and Bencic playing catch near side. Michigan to the point. Chernook shoots. That misses high off the back glass. Klink able to keep it alive at the point. Klink walks in, trying to send it back door. Nobody home. Off the backboards it goes, picked up by Chernook. Back down the wall for Klink. Back up the wall, Chernook. Chernook To his left for Michigan. Michigan dusts the puck off outside the dot. Chinook, wrister from the point, blocker down. And rimmed ahead, not out yet by St. Pierre. Poked at by St. Pierre. Good hit along the wall, and he's able to clear it out. Good effort. Chinook over for Michigan. 50 seconds gone on this penalty kill. Andrioli, a good step up there on Chinook, but he's able to move the puck down low for Ryder, or I should say Filipov. Knocked away by St. Pierre. He'll drag it ahead and out to center. St. Pierre nearly able to work the puck away, free shorthanded at center, but bank back ahead for Klink. Klink, nice block there by Andrioli. Klink gonna set back up at the point. He'll shoot it, blocked by the stick of Mercurio. Now he and Stuckless will come back ahead 2-on-2 shorthanded. Stuckless, drop pass, Mercurio. He'll wait. Rip it over, Ross! Backdoor Stuckless almost had it. They had the tick and the tack. The toe disagreed. Corrigan into the zone. He'll backhand it down in the round. Ross rips it off the wall and out. 15 seconds on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Behind the net, Ryder with 6, with 5. Erickson standing in the box with 3, with 2, with 1. Free Robin, full strength. Rodchenko ties his man up behind the cage there. Centering pass by Newman's picked off. Gallagher now on to Martin. Martin charges ahead. Martin into the zone, dragging, shooting, waffle boarded away by Lenz. Gallagher back to it near side, left it for Martin. Martin back down low. Gallagher along the wall, hit, kept alive. St. Pierre down low, looking for McHugh, sends it rink wide. Martin battling for it. Big time collision there. Newman able to clear to center. Grant Mentis with a trip there on Bacon, as Bacon has had enough of him, and they'll go at it. We'll play on. Dumped in for Rossith. Can't quite keep it in the zone. Daly across the line for Rossith. Shoots it. Tipped high by McHugh. McHugh trying to get to his own rebound behind the net. Eklund had it poked away. McHugh for Rossith. Wide. Daly, big hit. Keeps the puck alive for the moment. St. Pierre holds it further. Henning can't get it out. McHugh holds. Daly down low. Behind the net. Pinned up by Eklund. Penalty upcoming on Watertown. Delayed call. Shot by Bacon's gloved, and that will get us the call. It's going to go on Oslin Eklund. 2:53 to go in the second. Holding the call. And the Bobcats go to a Hitachi Energy power play, up by 2 when we come back.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
We make it easy at Ashtonback Ford and Ashtonback Chevrolet GMC right here in Wytheville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Ashtonback Ford and Ashtonback Chevrolet GMC.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do. But Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, Brett Wiseman alongside you. One more Hitachi Energy power play here in this With Home Services second period. Mercurio up the wall, St. Pierre. Back down the wall, Mercurio. Looking for a lane. Below the goal line, Stuckless. Zimmerman will pinch down on him. Mercurio out of the scrum. Centers it, Martin. Drags it. In front, Stuckless. Tipped it. Worked it over to Kozirip. Kozirip chips it back to Mercurio. Mercurio down low, Stuckless. Pivoting backhander stopped by Lenz. Oh my goodness. Zimmerman cross-checked him into the net. And now Stuckless trying to drop the mitts with McDonald. And down they go. Whoa. Stuckless got cross-checked into the post and went right after whoever he could find. Now he's still having words with Zimmerman. Stuckless appears to be leaking. Got knocked right into the right post. Well, we'll see what comes of this. 34 seconds had gone off on the man advantage. So we'll see how this is divvied out. Wasn't sure if it was Zimmerman or McDonald that cross-checked Stuckless in, but I don't think Stuckless cared. He was miffed enough that it happened. He got back up, threw the gloves off, and was just going to try and grab anybody he could find in a different colored sweater. Carson Andrioli, assistant captain for the Bobcats, and Wolves captain Dustin Henning getting the explanation here. Staff there at the door, Jimmy Milliken and Trevor Riggins, making sure that Matt Lenz is good to go in his crease and making sure that the net is in the right position there. Here we go with the penalties.
Number 77 for the Wolves, Ian McDonald, 5-minute major for fighting, 4 minutes for high sticking.
So there you have it. Stuckless gets a fighting major, as does McDonald. Chase DeBari is serving a double minor for high sticking. That would be one reason why Stuckless was leaking. The knock into the goalpost there may have contributed further. They're still determining the official timing and everything here. Oslin Eklund is the other one in the box for that holding call still. So the Bobcats now have 5-on-3 for a pretty lengthy amount of time. 1:20 to work with. Again, you want to try and score before the end of that first 2 minutes so you get that second power play. Rodchenko's shot blocked. Drags his own rebound away. Rister blocked in front. And cleared out by Willett. Hussey back ahead, Jesso. 1 minute of 5-on-3. Jesso jets up the far wing into the zone, waiting. Dusts it off to the point, McHugh. Back down low, Jesso. Outside the circle, Jesso. Trying to go near side, Gallagher instead goes far side, McHugh. Hoists it back to the point, Rodchenko. Back down low, McHugh had the puck hop on him. Rimmed around by Newman, not out yet. Jesso with it. Jesso sashaying, shooting off the crossbar and into the netting. Out of play. Buck 23 left. And this with home services second period. .31 seconds left to 5-on-3. And a whistle. False draw on the face-off. We'll do it again. It's won by Martin. Ferocith dropped for St. Pierre. Martin trying to center. That's blocked by Chinook. Back to the point, St. Pierre. To the right, Mercurio. Mercurio. Down low, Kozirev. Backdoor Ferocith, hopped just off his twig. Perfectly set up though. Here's Martin, score! El Capitan! Snipes it home off a great setup from Damon Ferocith. That's his 14th of the season. It's a power play goal. And that means that we're going to have some carryover time into the third because the Bobcats scored before the expiration of the first of those two double minors. So now we'll have carryover. Here's St. Pierre back to 5-on-4. St. Pierre into the zone, centers it. Martin again just got it stopped by Lenz, who dives out on top of the blue paint to cover it. Lenz just able to get a shoulder to it. Martin nearly had two in a handful of seconds. 42.3 to go in this with home services second period. 2:25 is left on that second of the double minor for high sticking. Watertown has it. Grant Mentis shorthanded. Klink offside. Had that left foot just a little too far over the blue line. Linesman saw it, blows it dead. So we'll get a neutral zone draw here with 35.7 to go on the with home services second period. Bobcats have it. Drop back to Jesso, back ahead McHugh. He'll go rink wide, Rodchenko. Rodchenko draws Klink in. He'll use his own net as a screen here. Now sends it on for Gallagher, I should say. Stick lifted from behind by Klink and sent into the zone. Hussey will leave it. Rodchenko banks it behind the net away from Grant Mentis. 7 seconds with 6, with 5 on for Daly, a little too far. And Henning will clear it on goal, gloved by Hussey. That'll do it for period number 2. 3 unanswered in the second from the Bobcats, 2 of which coming on the power play. .45-18 now, the shots on goal as the Bobcats put the pedal to the floor in that middle frame. Nick McHugh, his first goal back after 3 assists last night. He gave the Bobcats a 2-1 lead, followed with power play goals. Dustin Jesso's got 2 tonight. And then Martin capping off the middle frame. Chuck-a-puck commencing. And with that, we will take a timeout. We're from our great sponsors here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. Come back and check scores around the FPHL on a busy Valentine Saturday night. And get you set for Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. 4-1 Bobcats. 3-goal lead. Headed to period 3. Back after this.
We make it easy at Aschenbach Ford and Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC right here in Wytheville. New Ford, Chevrolet, or GMC? Easy. Prime pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs? Easy. Flatbeds, cabs, and chassis, work vans? Easy. Your hometown dealers make it easy to get rolling in just the right vehicle for you. If we don't have it, we'll get it. We love our community, and it's our job to make automotive easy for you. Aschenbach Ford and Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC.
So we've all heard the jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, right? Well, here at Tommy Hunley's office, they literally are your neighbors. They're right here in town. They're on 6th Street in Wytheville, right downtown, right across from the municipal offices. Seriously, they are your neighbors. So let's go inside and find out. Auto, home, life, whatever you need insurance-wise, they got you covered. And look at that. They're clad in Bobcat blue and gold. Where else would you want to go for your insurance needs? Other than a place that's literally littered with Bobcats fans. That's the best thing. And you know what's even better than that? This is Tommy Hunley and his dog. Dogs and cats can get along. That is a thing. Tommy, tell us a little bit about what you guys do here at Tommy Hunley.
We have got a little bit of everything: auto, fire, life, and business insurance. We just love for you to give us a call, and it's 276-228-3149. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Let's go Bobcats! Standing high atop the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Big Walker Lookout offers some of the most scenic views of the Blue Ridge Mountains anywhere in Southwest Virginia. Located at 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville, Big Walker Lookout has become one of the area's most iconic landmarks for its wealth of scenic beauty. Virginia's oldest privately owned scenic attraction has been owned by the same family for over 75 years. Big Walker Lookout and Big Walker Country Store pride themselves on being family owned and operated and feature more than 25 local artisans, crafters, and musicians that demonstrate their talents each weekend from May through October. There's always something to do any time of year at Big Walker Lookout and BW Country Store, 8711 Stony Fork Road in Wytheville. Come see why Big Walker Lookout has become an area icon.
At Solmic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family. People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Solmic America has always been there for us.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people in the communities that we serve.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
It's a very good opportunity.
I would highly recommend Solmic America as a career path.
At Camret Logistics, services are tailored to fit the unique warehousing and logistics needs of businesses of all shapes and sizes throughout Southwest Virginia. From secure food-grade storage to full-spectrum 3PL solutions, they deliver flexible, scalable options designed to enhance operational efficiency and reduce costs. With a forward-thinking approach and proven expertise, Camret is equipped to meet the demands of today and anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Stop by their main office and warehouse located at 2460 North 4th Street in Wytheville. Give them a call at 276-625-8100 or visit them online at camret.com. Camret Logistics, solutions for manufacturing that go just beyond warehousing. where logistics never stand still.
Ready for a fresh new style that makes an impression? At Turning Heads Salon in Woodville, our expert stylists deliver bold color, flawless cuts, and personalized looks that make you feel your best every time. Because at Turning Heads Salon, we turn your head while you turn theirs. Book your appointment today. Call 276-2097-0588 or visit us at 665 East Main Street, Woodville, Virginia. Turning Heads Salon, where confidence begins and style never stops.
This is Bob. Bob thinks he's going fishing, but not today. He has work to do. But Bob didn't plan ahead, and he's skipping an important first step. Bob should have contacted Virginia 811 first. By having his underground utilities marked, he would have known there was a telecommunication line right where he was digging. Sorry, Bob. You now have a bigger problem to deal with. Don't rush the job. Plan ahead with Virginia 811. Learn more at va811.com.
The Bill Cole Auto Mall is your go-to destination for incredible deals on new and certified pre-owned vehicles.
With every purchase, you get the Bill Cole Advantage absolutely free, which includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, plus get our free premium ceramic coating process with 3-year paint and interior protection.
The no-cost Cole Connect app offers a $10,000 theft recovery guarantee, vehicle health reports, recall notifications, and service reminders. Visit us today to unlock the Bill Cole Advantage or go to BillColeAutomall.com.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Putting you in focus.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge, along with HBO movies on TV. You'll have a coffee and tea maker, and refrigerators are available. When you visit the Max Meadows area, stay with us at the Super 8 Fort Chiswell.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Johnny with Odell's Landscape and Lawn Care. For all your fall cleanup and winter landscape and lawn care needs, give us a call at 540-392-5052 or odellslawn.care.com. Take it away, girls.
Let's go Bobcats!
This is Roar County.
Roar!
Located in Bland, Virginia, we are committed to our employees and take pride that we are the employer of choice in the region. Hitachi Energy is a global leader in the design and manufacturing of clean, oil-free transformers. We adjust and stabilize the voltage of electricity flowing through the nation's power grid. Hitachi Energy is celebrating 50 years of serving Southern Virginia. Go to HitachiEnergy.com.
I am Hitachi.
Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Escape the everyday and find your peace at the cottages at Pine Run, where families connect, laughter echoes, and every sunrise feels like a fresh start. Right now, stay 3 nights and get the 4th night free when you book direct at cottagesatpinerun.com. The Cottages at Pine Run. Make room for adventure.
If you've been looking for it, you can find it here. Old Fort Antique Mall. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Iconic visibly off of Interstate 77 and 81 and accessible from both exit 80 and 77, offers thousands of items from over 100 different vendors. Old Fort was once voted as the area's best antique mall and offers a wide assortment of items for everyone, from hockey and other sports memorabilia, classic trading cards, NASCAR collectibles, furniture, glassware, houseware, books, movies, and so much more. There's a world of possibilities inside their doors. Come see why Old Fort Antique Mall is a community staple and Wythe County icon.
In business and servicing Southwest Virginia for over 2 decades, R&R Septic and Plumbing offers septic system cleaning and installation, grease traps, plumbing services, water and sewer services, grading, land clearing, site prep, heavy equipment excavating and demolition, as well as rentals of portable toilets and restroom trailers. R&R is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Bobcats penalty kill this season, powering Blue Ridge with their own drive and commitment to success whenever the team is shorthanded all year long. Stop by their facility located at 3572 Peppers Ferry Road, just across the road from Hitachi Energy Arena, or give them a call at 276-228-3548. Eversole. Well and Pump offers an array of services to fit your needs, including existing well pump services, well pump installation, UV filtration systems, water softener systems, sediment and other filtration systems, water testing, plumbing excavation, new plumbing installation and repair, water heater replacement, system flushing, and much, much more. Eversole brings back its cutting-edge technology for a second year as the official ice filtration system of Hitachi Energy Arena. Alan Eversole and his team can bring this same professional level clarity and quality to the water of your home or business as well. Call or text Alan anytime at 276-620-243 and let him help you.
Bob's back. This time, he's installing a new mailbox. But did he learn anything from last time?
Yeah, I contacted Virginia 811 and put in my dig request. We're good.
Are you sure, Bob?
Yeah!
Didn't wait those 3 working days before digging, did you, Bob? You need to allow that time so your lines can be marked, so you know what's below.
I didn't know.
Remember, always contact Virginia 811 before you dig, then allow the required time for marking. Learn more at va811.com.
Alpha Therapy, maximizing your peak performance.
At Somic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family.
I've been here 16 years. If I didn't enjoy it, I would not still be here.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
People are everything, really the core of our business.
Somic America has been very supportive of me and my family.
We're not just making car parts. We're investing in our people and the communities that we serve.
Somic America manufactures ball joints for steering and suspension.
For Toyota, Subaru, and Lexus.
Every vehicle that Toyota makes in North America has our ball joints on it.
Highest quality design, the most durable design in the industry.
We continually improve our processes through innovation.
We pride ourselves on being better tomorrow than today. We've gone from just a handful of robots in the plants to dozens of robots. Our approach is that we really want to have the human interacting with the robot. The machine and the robot relies on human interface.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able to support the technology we're investing in.
There are so many opportunities here.
Over the last 18 years, I've held 8 different positions.
I started as a 19-year-old kid, and since then I've held 7 to 8 different positions, and now I head an entire department.
With each step, there's obviously training.
They'll train you on what you need to know and how to run the machine.
We do not set anyone up to fail.
I would say 85% of the people in the technical support management side of the business at one point started their career running a machine.
The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
Everyone wants everyone to succeed, especially upper-level management.
You have a chance to move up and down. You have a 401k, insurance, and you can have vacation, holiday pay. It's a very good opportunity.
Whether it's from benefits to time off to supporting community activities, Stomach America has always been there for us.
Because life throws all of us curveballs once in a while that we got to get on the other side of.
The culture at Stomach America, I would say, is definitely very family-oriented.
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 We're family.
If somebody has something go on in their personal life, this company is willing to help them whenever they have those problems.
We are all collaborating together. There is no I or me. It is always we.
I would highly recommend Stomach America as a career path for anyone from a floor level to an engineer.
If you want a place to work that is family, Stomach America would be the place to come.
If you have drive in this company, you can always find opportunity.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena. Before we get our Ashabak Chevrolet GMC third period going, let's quickly take a look at scores around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Port Huron, a 5-4 lead on Binghamton. Late going third period after Binghamton had a 4-3 lead. Danbury taking care of business 5-0 over Indiana. Columbus, no problems with Baton Rouge, a 6-1 lead for the River Dragons in the third. Battle between the two first and second place teams of the Continental going the way of the Monroe Moccasins. 3-2 lead for them over Athens in the second period. And Twin City, again, trailing by multiple goals in the third period. They lost by 4 last night, now losing by 4 to PD, 6-2 in the third. Remember, still a minute 42 of Hitachi Energy power play time. On the carryover on the McDonald high sticking double minor. And away we go in the third. St. Pierre, and the puck knocked away and now moved into the zone. Trevor Newman's chasing after it, trying to work it away from St. Pierre. St. Pierre picks his pocket. Was trying to stretch it ahead there for Ferosith. He's able to power up the wing, battling with Newman and backhands it in. Lenz behind the net. Leaves it. Henning slaps it up the wall and out, despite Mercurio's best efforts to hold that in. Hussey leaves it. Kozirev was Stuckless still in the box on that fighting major. Kozirev weaving his way through center, drops it to the right, Mercurio. Across the line, centers it, Martin. Down low, Kozirev. Kozirev dangles on Chinook to the point, Mercurio. Outside the circle, Martin waits. Up top, Kozirev. Slap pass, Martin. Touch pass, Mercurio. Back to Martin. Back to Mercurio. Partially blocked. Merck's got it back. Hoists it ahead, St. Pierre. Settles the puck down. Corrals it. Shoots it. Blocked. St. Pierre behind the net. Rimmed over to Mercurio. Back behind the net looking for St. Pierre. Couldn't find him. Bencic battling with Ferosith. Comes to Zimmerman. He'll clear it. Ahead for Corgan, shorthanded. Puck hopped away on him. Banked ahead by Hussey. Martin draws back into his own end here with 10 seconds left. DeBari standing in the box. Serving that penalty for McDonald. Ross over to McHugh. Gets it into the zone. Knocked away, though, by Filipov. And that will bring us back to 5 aside. DeBari out of the box. Taps it into the zone. Ross is knocked away by DeBari. He'll center it. Loose out in the slot. Picked up by Redchenko. Stretched on to McHugh. Sockers it to the forehand. Powers down the wing on the backhand. McHugh centers. Shot by Pedrazov. Stopped. Oh, great setup. Pedrazov now will cycle it low for Daly. Daly. Down low, McHugh. Off the side of the cage. Goal light came on, but it stayed out. Here's DeBari 1-on-2. And he'll peel back and dump it in. Hussey will leave it for Redchenko. 2.5 gone by in the third. Still 4-1. Gallagher, right around one defender. Weaves his way into the zone. Stick handles around another. He's in. Gloved by Lenz, and he's going to hang on to that. 17-19 to go. And we get a whistle here right off the draw. So we'll do it again. 17-16 to go in the third. Watertown able to clear it out. All the way down. Icing waved off as Andrioli had it hop off his twig on the way down. Now stretched on. Gesso speeds up the far wing. Stick handles down low around Zimmerman. Tied up in the corner, worked free by Martin. Backhanded it off the side of the cage. Andrioli can't quite hold it in. He'll send it over D to D Erickson. Erickson dropped back for Andrioli once more. Now on to Gesso. He'll pivot back to center. Stick handle around Grant Mentis. Move it over to Martin. Now centered for Stuckless. Pad save, Lenz. Ross shoots it wide. Stuckless trying to get back to it. That one sitting down the length. This should be icing. And it will be with 16:23 to go in the Auchenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Shots now 46-19 in favor of the Bobcats. As they'll discuss things prior to the offensive zone draw here. Mercurio to take the draw. It's won by Watertown. Zimmerman, gave it away. Kozirev. His backhand pass went off the side of the cage and trickled in front of the net. Crisis averted. Is this icing? Yes. With 16:07 to go in the Auchenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. So a lengthy shift for this group of 5 out there for Watertown is going to continue a little longer. Face-off will be to the glove side of Lenz this time. and Stuckless will take it. Stuckless forces his way ahead off his own face-off win. Chinook up the wall. Chevers tied up with Mercurio. Chinook back behind the net. Zimmerman on to Grant Mentis. Grant Mentis speeding ahead. Had his stick lifted from behind. He'll dump it in and get that unit off for a much-needed change. Zach Ross speeds ahead up the near wing with it. Ross drops it. Kozirev dangles in front. Out high with it. McHugh, Bacon, lets it go. Sticked away by Lenz. Kozirev knocked down in front of the net. Ryder changes direction on Daly and gets it to center. Stepped up on by McHugh, left it for Corgan. Corgan has it knocked away. Daly has it stuck up in his skates, dragged ahead by Ryder, pitchforked over to DeBari who shoots. That's blocked in front. Big hit by McHugh there on Corgan, and now picked up by St. Pierre. 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Here's Ferosith. Ferosith shoots it, shouldered away by Lenz. Ferosith back to it, trying to center it for Daly, broken up and deflects into the Watertown bench. Out of play, we get a whistle and a timeout. 14:57 to go in regulation. Still 4-1 Bobcats.
At Solmic America, you're not a number. You're part of the family. People are everything, really the core of our business. The mutual trust and respect that we have with our employees is absolutely paramount to how we run this business.
The automotive industry is a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
We continue to invest in technology and people to be able.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Bobcats up to 50 shots on Watertown. Score! Gallagher right off the draw from the captain. How about that? And guess what? For the second night in a row, we got 3 cheeseburgers. That was fast. 2 seconds off the draw. That goal for Gallagher, his 3rd of the season. And he had been hunting for it this weekend. Gesso sticks it out of midair. He'll power ahead with it now. Drop back. Chevers. And his stick lifted from behind by Gallagher. Now Andrioli will collect it. Nicely slam on the brakes there to change direction on the forechecking Chevers. Erickson recovers this, rims it back around, or should say for Andrioli. Now on to Gallagher. One touched over to Martin. Further for Gesso. Gesso into the zone, weaving his way, stick handling. What a move there. Get the crowd gasping a little bit. Erickson colliding with Ryder. Now Bencic. He'll nicely maneuver his way in and chop that one wide. They'll leave it behind the net. Andrioli. Forwards changing in front of him. Will use his own net for protection. As the change is completed. Hoisted on by Mercurio. Stuckless out of midair. Now Kozirev knocked to the line. Bencic high flips it to center. Radchenko away from Grant Mentis. Kozirev back for Ross. Ross wheels it behind his net. Nicely maneuvers through a couple of Watertown defenders. 4-on-2. Mercurio, Stuckless, score! Knock me down, and I'll score as my revenge. 6 is a serious number. He might be leaking, and he looks right at the man that cross-checked him into the post and says, there you go, big fella. Stuckless with 4 on the weekend now. 15 on the year. Igor Filipov dumps it in. Now behind the net, St. Pierre. On to Ferosith. Now, Demi Petrezov. Rink wide, Daly. Daly down low. Ferosith tapped it wide. Battling with Mishkin. Held in by St. Pierre. He'll dust it off. Shoot deflected by Petrezov. And Lenz just barely able to get that right pillow to it and hang on to it. 7 minutes off the clock here in the Rauschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period before a great crowd tonight of 2,269. Daly, backhander, Petrezov just wide. Lenz got a piece of it with the shoulder. Filipov on to Dabari. He's crunched by Daly. Daly loses, or I should say Dabari lost his twig. Here's Mishkin trying to stick handle his way through, could not. Then Filipov shot one that was blocked. Oh, good hit there by Bacon on Filipov. Those two want to go at it. Here we go. Bacon and Filipov. Filipov a couple rights. Bacon with a grab. Big right by Bacon, and down they go. Linesman will step in to break it up. Boy, Bacon got the brunt of the first bit of that, but he got that big right hand in and pumps up the crowd. Roar, Bacon. I'm not sure his wife and children would love the fight on Valentine's Day. Maybe they would. I don't know. I think they would. We call Bacon's youngest daughter around the rink Bacon Bit. I'm sure Bacon Bit is back there near the Bobcats locker room bouncing up and down after that one. Oh, Andreoli and Klink getting the explanation here. Don't think we'll have anything extra. Filipov took the hit. He didn't like it. He asked Bacon. Bacon nodded, agreed. Both men dropped the mitts, and away we went. Pretty straightforward according to the code there. And now the linesman going to skate back over in between the benches. Referees, orange bands this evening, still discussing things. Scorer's box is getting that information now. Well, Mike Atwell's going to get that information from Gabby. Here we go. So Bacon has been handed an extra 2 for elbowing, I believe. Yes, it is elbowing. So that hit by Bacon was a little high. That's why Filipoff didn't like it. So the Bobcats to the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. So that 2-minute minor will be served by Stuckless. Grant Mentis drags, shoots, that's deflected wide. Bobcats on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill for the third time tonight. Watertown's 1 for 3 on their man advantage. Andrioli ahead to Martin, shorthanded. Martin in, back for Andrioli, just wide. Beautifully set up, shorthanded though. Bobcats have come close a handful of times tonight to trying to put one in shorthanded. Brad Ryder into the zone now. Ryder pivots with it to the point. Henning back down the wall for Ryder. Ryder to Henning. Henning cross ice. Grant Mentis shoots it, blocked into the netting and out of play. $11:51 to go. Here in the Sasha Box Chevrolet GMC third period. On this Valentine's night. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. Glad you're spending it with us here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network. Dabari rims it around off the face-off win for Michigan. Michigan backhands it up the wall. Bencic tied up by Rodchenko, and he will backhand it all the way down. McHugh's on his horse. Lenz behind the net. Plays it away from him. Konstantin Chernuk on for Dabari. A maze of sticks at the red line there. It's picked up by Rodchenko. He'll backhand it on, and McHugh will take care of the rest. Stephen Klink, watched by Daly. Klink, 40 seconds left on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Touched over to Chernuk. Dropped back to Klink. Klink gets it between Daly and Mercurio over for Bencic. Bencic down low. Klink, that's sticked away by Hussey and cleared out by Andrioli. All the way down the kick plate it goes. Lenz. Both units making changes. Final 15 seconds. Stuckless standing in the box. Dabari. Henning. Over for Klink. He'll speed into the zone. Gonna drop it back for Chevers. That's broken up. Ferosith clears it to center, and that should do it, and it will. Here's McDonald. He'll send it in on goal. Hussey gloves it and drags it back behind the net for Erickson. Erickson on to Mercurio. He'll stretch it ahead. Stuckless gloves it down out of midair. Stuckless back for Ferosith. Oh, what a glove save by Lenz. Ferosith got to his own rebound. That was stopped by Lenz as well. Andrioli leaves it for Ferosith. He'll shoot it. Chest save Lenz. He'll hang on to it. 10:05 to go in the Sasha Box Chevrolet GMC third period. Shots now 56-19 in favor of the Bobcats. They have held Watertown shotless for a very, very lengthy period. Whistle off the face-off here. And we'll do it again on the false draw. Make that 57-20 now on the face-off, or the shots on goal. Tie up. It's one back to Martin. He'll shoot it. Waffle boarded away by Lenz. St. Pierre leaves it for Gallagher along the far side half wall. He'll chip it below the goal line. Gesso pivots with it. Behind the net. Gesso to the point. St. Pierre shoots wide. Rodchenko pinching. Keeps it alive for the moment. Ryder collects. Stretched on. Corgan able to kick it to the forehand. Shoot it off the glove of Hussey. Collected by St. Pierre. Now moved ahead by Martin. Martin sweeps it over. Gallagher offside. Gesso trying to cut through the middle there. 9:27 to go in regulation. 5-goal lead for the Bobcats. We're back after this.
Imagine a place where small moments can lead to a life-changing impact. Where each interaction builds trust and sight. Where expertise leads to clarity. Where a small act of kindness can make all the difference. Vistar Eye Center. Learn how you can make an impact at vistareye.com/careers.
Conveniently located where I-81 meets I-77, the Super 8 Fort Chiswell offers you easy access to southwestern Virginia's best natural attractions. Travel along the Blue Ridge Parkway and visit New River Trail State Park for great trails, horseback riding, and boating. Fish at Clater Lake, explore Jefferson National Forest, and play around at Draper Valley Golf Course. Our complimentary 8-item Super Start breakfast is a great way to begin each day, and you'll have access to free Wi-Fi for staying in touch with home and work. And you can always get fresh brewed coffee in the lobby. Get a great night's sleep in one of our comfy beds. There's high-speed internet access in your room at no charge.
Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, 9:27 to go in the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Bobcats cruising now up 6-1. Erickson played it back over, looking for Andrioli, who will come to it now indirectly. Up ahead, looking for Daly. Couldn't find him. Foot race for it. It's not going to go far enough for icing. McHugh dug it out of there. Pedrazoff back for McHugh. Broken up. Dabari lost it. Daly trying to get to the slot. Chopped away. Michigan on for Klink. He'll hoist it in. Gloved by Hussey, and he's not going to mess around with this. He'll hang on to that with 9:02 to go in the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. What can I say, Kelsey? Jump Around by House of Pain is an undisputed, makes me dance unconsciously banger. If you don't dance to Jump Around by House of Pain, I don't know what's going on in your body. Here's Kozirik. Powers in. Oh, backhanded it high. Back to it, Ross. Shoots it wide, blocker side. Redchenko rims it around on the backhand. Comes to Mercurio. Back up the wing for Rossith. Trying to go to the point for Ross. Comes out of the zone. Cleared out by Watertown, so it's going to be icing with 8:31 remaining in the Aschenbach Chevrolet GMC third period. Shots now 58-22 in favor of the Bobcats. Tie up off the face-off here. Zimmerman trying to dig it out of his skates. Eventually does. Dabari had it poked away. Here's Kozirev. Shut down by Lenz. Ross now able to move it around one defender. Ferosith will hold it in. Ferosith. Mercurio. Oh, man. Lenz robbed him. Got over to the near post with the pad save and gets the whistle. Well, you got to give Lenz credit. I mean, last night coming in and he got the 7 goals against. Tonight, 6. But tonight he's faced a lot more shots. 53 saves is nothing to sneeze at. McDonald Worked free behind the net, Kozirev. Mercurio. Ferosith had his stick tied up by Henning. And cleared out to center. Ross. Around one. On to Ferosith. Pass blocked by Newman. Ferosith back to it. Looking for Kozirev. Broken up. And now banked away from Mercurio to Bencic. Stretched on. Grant Mentis taps it into the zone. Mercurio's in after it. Knocked away by Grant Mentis, centered to Newman. Oh boy, that shot was closer to the Zamboni doors in the back of the net. Yikes. Maybe his controller malfunctioned. Maybe there was some stick drift on that. Here's Gallagher into the zone, dangling. Lost the handle on it. He tried to be his own human controller there and lost the handle on the puck. Tapped into the zone by Ryder. Andrioli for Gallagher, up the wall and out. Martin speeds up the near wing, maneuvers his way down the wall. Slammed up by Willette, knocked to a knee, keeps it alive. Gallagher digging away for it near wing, pokes it out of there. Jessel, stick lifted from behind by Ryder. And moved ahead now, Martin trying to get it away from Eklund, could not. Backdoor feed wide for Corgan. Picked up by Eklund, he'll shoot, that's blockered down by Hussey. Held in by Chinook and gloved by Hussey. No further shenanigans in front of his crease. 6:38 to go in the Sasha Bach Chevrolet GMC third period. 59-23 are now the shots on goal after that latest chance from Chinook. Chinook knocked off the puck, moved ahead by McHugh. McHugh muscles it up the wing, trying to power to the net. Knocked away by Zimmerman, and Lenz will just melt it down in the mitt of the catching glove. .6:24 to go. Daly to take this draw. He'll win it. McHugh. Ross. Back to McHugh. Cleared out by Chinook. Ross had his stick tied up by Chinook. Now Filipov ahead for Klink. He shoots. Waffle boarded away by Hussey. Now Andrioli and Klink, or it should say Erickson and Klink going at it here, and I think they're going to get Erickson for a hold, and they will. That was pretty clear. Robin had a good fistful of jersey. Here is Chinook. He will shoot it. Gloved by Hussey. It's loose. And the whistle goes as Hussey is able to squeeze it in between those big black pillows. Oh, great pick, Mike Atwell. R.I.P. Brad Arnold. Chinook now. Bencic shoots wide. Off the back glass, St. Pierre up the wall. Ferosith stretched on. Mercurio, partial break, score! Short-handed, Mercurio, oh baby! Drew a penalty to boot, but it won't matter. Keep it rolling, fellas. 7-1. Leaked behind the defense for Watertown. Shrugged off the defender. Drew the penalty and scored anyways. After multitudinous short-handed scoring opportunities tonight, Mercurio finally converts. Special teams have paid big-time dividends tonight. Now Ross will clear it down. Picked up by Ryder. Now Dabari. Oh my, he's hit hard by Pedrazov. Daly. Tied up by Newman near side. Multi-man rugby scrum in the near corner. Rodchenko trying to pitchfork it out of there. So is Grant Mentis. Finally pops loose. Picked up by Pedrazov. He'll take care of that too well. Into his own bench, out of play. Seth Bacon, free from his fighting sentence. .62 seconds are left on the Erickson holding penalty. There's a shot by Grant Mentis, shoulder down by Hussey. Daly banks it ahead. Pedrazov weaving his way on. Andrioli shorthanded, poked away by Lenz, and then the rebound swept off the goal line by Ryder. Lenz might owe Ryder a beverage after this one. He saved his bacon right there. Here's Ryder into the zone. Drop back Grant Mentis. Slap pass deflected. They score. Not sure if Corgan deflected that in or not. Justin Daly's irate about something. Maybe he wanted a cross check. 4:35 left. Watertown has finally answered. Oh, it is Corgan that got a piece of it and put it home. Mercurio now is going to serve this penalty. And he's just been tossed. Yeah, he's going to have to watch it here. It is a game misconduct on Mercurio. I believe for unsportsmanlike conduct, as we saw the hands on the hips there. So Stuckless will now come serve that. Watertown's got it here. So an additional 2-minute minor that's being served here by Stuckless. Bencic had it broken up. Filipov now Klink. Back door. Oh, what a stop. Hussey got a piece of that with the catching glove. Oh, Klink cross-check down by Ross. And we'll play on. Here's Chernuk. On for Filipov. Rink wide, Mishkin. Mishkin takes a penalty, draws a penalty. It's on Daly, who then throws the weight around on Mishkin just as it's touched. And Daly throws his stick, and he might get kicked out of the game too. We'll have to watch. He's going to have to watch it here. It's a slash on Daly. So a minute 18 of 5-on-3 for Watertown. When we come back, 7-2. To collect the best, you need to go to the best. Head to Bowman Brothers Cards and Collectibles in Bluefield for the best and latest in sports cards and collectibles. Kevin Bowman has been in the business for over 2 decades, and his store is the largest authorized dealer of Upper Deck's exclusive NHL trading cards in the area. It's not just hockey either. Kevin also has the best and brightest stars available to collect from all major sports. Nor is it just cards at Bowman Brothers. You can also collect a variety of sports collectibles and memorabilia from yesterday and today. Bowman Brothers also provides the best and brightest in entertainment collectibles from yesteryear and today. Kevin and his team are always on the lookout for the best cards and collectibles available. So stop by Bowman Brothers Cards and Collectibles in Bluefield today and ask Pedro for luck when you need that big card pull. Bowman Brothers Cards and Collectibles. Back here inside Hitachi Energy Arena. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Minute 15 now, 5-on-3 for Watertown. Bobcats 2 men down on the R&R Septic and Plumbing penalty kill. Stephen Klink drags it over to Chernook. Back to Klink. Chernook one-timer. Whoops. Fanned on that one. Plenty of snow buildup over there. Michigan. Bench it. Klink. Blocked by Martin and cleared. Now Matt Lenz will hoist it back ahead. 40 seconds left of 2-man advantage time for the Wolves. Klink across the line. He's tripped up by Rodchenko. That'll be a penalty. Grant Mentis lets it go wide and touched by Rodchenko. And it will remain 5-on-3. As the penalty box starting to fill up here late. 27 seconds are left on the, or I should say 28 seconds left on the additional minor on Mercurio that's being served by Stuckless. So we're still 5-on-3. And then we're still going to be 5-on-3. And our scoreboard here in the arena only has room for 2 penalties. So they're going to move Stuckless to the closest seat to the door there. So he's got 22 seconds remaining now. Oh, Lenz gave it away. McHugh sends it back down to St. Pierre, who sends it back in. Grant Mentis nearly had it knocked away by McHugh. Now Corgan, 2 and a 1. Stuckless is free. So it's 5-on-4 now, and we're going to blow it dead. Because I think it's got to stay 5-on-3. And Zimmerman and Hussey were having words there. Stuckless is going back into the box. Not sure what we got here. I'm assuming that Stuckless was not going to be allowed to come out of the box. Until the expiration of Daly's penalty, maybe? Here's Ryder. He will jet on through. 20 seconds left on the Daly penalty. Ryder, far side, outside the circle. Now Corgan. Daly standing in the box now. Stuckless has got to scoot back over. Corgan, Grant Mentis. Now Newman, that's blocked by Erickson. Daly free, 5-on-4 we go. Grant Mentis, Newman shoots, deflected high, pop fly, gloved by Hussey. And now Stuckless can exit. Minute 52 to go in the Ashabuk Chevrolet GMC third period. And a minute 12 left on the Rodchenko tripping minor. Bobcats win the D-zone draw. St. Pierre trying to clear it, could not. Kept alive by Watertown. Benchich, Klink, Chernook. Drop for Klink, he'll shoot, blockered away by Hussey. Stays in play. Ross pins Klink up behind the net. Picked off by Podrazov. Held in by Chernook. Filipov out high with it. Drops it. Benchich. Wheels it over for Chernook. Back to Benchich. Shot by Klink misses high off a stick before it got there. Ferosith trying to clear it. Can't. Chernook holds again. Down low, Filipov. Klink shoots. Oh, beautiful play right there. A between the legs pass. Wow. That was something. Between the legs pass from Benchich. Or to Benchich from Michigan. So Watertown finally able to convert their second power play goal of the evening. And that makes it a 7-3 game. 67 seconds left. Delayed penalty coming up on Watertown now. Jesso into the zone. He'll shoot it. Gloved by Lenz. And the Bobcats will spend the final 58.5 on the Hitachi Energy power play. Quinn Chevers is going to get a slashing penalty. So the Bobcats have a 5-on-4 advantage here for the remainder of this contest. And Watertown has taken their timeout. Not sure why. That's a little puzzling. More rest in before this final penalty kill for them. Again, this is a Bobcats power play that has scored multiple times on both nights of this weekend series. This is the fifth and final meeting between these two in the regular season. Bobcats, if they hold on with Topeka idle, could pull back within 2 with a regulation win. And playing first place Monroe tomorrow is Topeka. So we'll all be Moccasins fans tomorrow afternoon, that's for sure. There's going to be a lot of screens on for yours truly tomorrow. Got 2 games in the FPHL I'll be tuned into. And Team USA Hockey. Oh, and there's this thing called the Daytona 500. That will be on the largest of my available screens. No offense to the other 2 broadcasts, but Joseph Furtado, you'll at least be in one of my ears. Martin's pass blocked. Outside the circle with it, drops it Jesso. Dangles around Grant Mentis, circles on him. Jesso, down low Martin, back tapped at Kozirev, 35 seconds to go. Stucklitz trying to backhand it over. Now rims it back to the far side. McDonald couldn't get it out. Martin, St. Pierre. Kozirev, Jesso, blocked. lands aggressively out on the blue paint to get a piece of it. Martin's got it now. 15 seconds. Kozirev sashaying over to Jesso. Jesso, pass blocked by Grant Mentis. Had it stuck up in his equipment. And Jesso will draw it back to center with 3, with 2, with 1. One more shot misses high, and that will do it. A convincing and resounding Bobcats winner, and for the second home weekend in a row, it's a sweep. And a big 3 points in the bank to pull back within 2 of third in the Empire Division. You love to see it. And those lovely Valentine's themed jerseys. We'll salute the home fans. Seth Bacon, for the second night in a row, will lead the victory lap. After Martin and Dustin Henning share a moment, 2 veterans of the FPHL there. Now Henning and Mercurio as well. Dustin Henning will try and maneuver his way in the middle of the victory lap there. Bacon leads the line, and folks hanging over the rafters from all corners. (64-29). The shots on goal end up. And we'll keep it here for our Chantel 3 stars of the game. Victory lap's been completed. Mike Atwell's got our Chantel 3 stars of the game. Our 3rd star of the night, Carson Gallagher, our 3rd star tonight with a goal and an apple. Second star, Dustin Jesso with 2 goals tonight. And our 1st star of the game, I think that's the captain. A goal and 2 assists. The captain, Danny Martin, is our 1st star tonight. Good arm, Captain. Those are our Chantel 3 stars of the game. The line mates picking them up. Gallagher, Jesso, and Martin. Tonight's 3 stars of the game. We're going to get set up just below us for the post-game Valentine's jersey auction. And remind you to stick with us this week for our coaches show from Crossroads on Tuesday night. Be sure to come out and join us for that, or you can tune in right here on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network.
And be sure to join us next weekend from the Gulf Coast. We'll be down in Mississippi and hopefully up to no good. Shout out Sugar Land. As the Bobcats make their first trip since December of 2023. January of 2023. To the Mississippi Coast Coliseum to face January of 24, I should say. January of 2024 to the Mississippi Coast Coliseum to face the now Biloxi Breakers. First meeting of the season between those two and the first of two trips down to Biloxi for the Bobcats. So we'll be there next Friday and Saturday night. Remember, once you cross Alabama, you go into Central Time Zone. So 8:05 Eastern Time starts, 7:05 local time from Biloxi. But that means we will be on the air for each of those contests at 7:50 Eastern Standard Time. And remember, you can listen to both of those contests as well in case you can't tune in on the visual side of things. You can listen to both those contests with our friends at WCGX The Cat, 96.5 FM, 1360 AM, and WCGX.rocks. For our entire technical crew, it is Valentine's Day. First of all, shout out to my Valentine, Kieran Byerly. Hopefully she's powering out, working at Crossroads, where we'll be Tuesday night for our coaches show. Kendra's getting set up for the jersey auction. We'll give our love to our technical crew this weekend for spending their horror and love-filled holiday weekend with us. The ultimate dichotomy of a holiday weekend. You have Friday the 13th and then Valentine's Day. I mean, you can't really make it up. You can't try to plan that any better than the universe did this weekend. Kelsey Martian, our camera operator. James Trent, our ice-level camera operator. Sam Baber, our ice-level camera operator. Our dynamic, fantastic technical directing duo of Kane Akers and Allison Eads. Chris Robertson, our official scorer. Amy Dalton and Danielle Kreger, our photographers. Mike Atwell, our public address announcer. Happy birthday, Jenna Lewis, our ticket coordinator. She turns 40 today. Actually, I'm just kidding. She actually turned 20. Sorry, I read that wrong. My fault, Jenna. For all of them and for all of you, thanks for spending your Valentine's night with us. Get snuggled up and get warm the rest of the night, and we'll see you Tuesday from Crossroads and next weekend from the Gulf Coast.